even though some people doing, or even some accountants say, oh, I can do this, but actually they can't. We have one client last year. This is a big client. They mostly the shopping go to consultation with the lawyer, accountant. But after they generation their report, they know they are not satisfied. So they are not happy to engage in the service with them. And later on, they come to our associate company. So the file come to me. When I review their file, I request a lot of questions and ask them to, because we need a tracking, right? So the customer, they know. After I listing the questionnaire, they say, finally, they find that one person know how to do the crypto accounting.
Accounting crypto means thousands of transactions, fluctuating prices, multiple wallets, exchanges, and bank accounts. One mistake means inaccurate reports, compliance risks, and wasted hours. CoinXBooks simplifies it all. Seamlessly import transactions, automate categorization, and get real-time insights, fast, accurate, stress-free. CoinXBooks, your solution to the chaos.
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of the Web3 Accountant Radio podcast. Today we are very fortunate to have with us Ray from Canada. He's a certified cloud tax accountant, in-depth tax specialist, crypto, Web3, blockchain tax accountant. Hi Ray.
Hi, Joey, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, it has
Nice
been
to meet you.
an exciting times, and also recently the spotlight has been on Canada itself with consensus.
Yeah.
So I heard that you have attended the event.
Yeah, we just in the second week of the May, we have attended blockchain conference in Toronto.
How is it for you?
It's very nice this year. They have we come have a lot of organization from Japan, from Hong Kong, United States, and Dubai.
Yeah. So did you meet any interesting people or projects?
Oh yeah, I met the Coinbase. This is the most the big platform in Canada right now. So I met the Coinbase the CEO, and we discussing some like taxpayer trading crypto and how to generate the tax report. There's some have an issue for the especially have some coin withdraw, staking, and mining. Some have a different situation and how we need to provide it the report, and in order to report to the tax authority.
So do you enjoy clients being on Coinbase when they reach out to you?
Oh yeah, the client they have most have happy with the Coinbase right now compared to some other platform.
I see. So so in Canada itself, one of the biggest exchange is Coinbase. Are there other exchanges that you find that are very popular among people in Canada?
They have lots right now. Most like popular have Newton, have another called CoinSquare, BitBuy.
Okay.
This most people that use, and we have some like with the investment organization like Well Simple. They still have do the some yeah.
I see. So actually, I've heard of like exchanges like OKX, Binance, Bybit, BitGet. These exchanges are not that popular among Canadians at the moment, people in
They
Toronto.
do. The BitGet also have come to presentation this time too. Yeah,
Ah,
but yeah, so they also come to the showing too.
I see. So what is your biggest takeaway from the conference?
The biggest way we have like we now before as I have before we talk about it, we have some issue. The trader they some most like change from one chain to another chain, and then they don't keep the record. So because when they before from one chain, for example, from the Bitcoin, this chain, and then they change the Ethereum. So we don't have if they don't have a tracking for the cost. So it's very difficult to, when they show, and then we were difficult to calculate how much they gain, how much they lost. And this time, this monster, we have a solve a problem too. Yeah.
So how do you solve such problems for your clients?
Okay, so now we have some funded some software, and then they can help you go back. You just need to get the wallet address. And if we have input all the clients, the wallet address or exchange it, so they have a tracking back to go over from the original. For example, last year, the tax report 2024, and then we can go back to 2017 to track all when they buying or they acquisition or exchange, swap, all we can find it is a better one. Therefore, it's a little bit difficult. We need tracking.
Is it convenient for you to shout out to like which software do you like to use for this purpose of tracking?
For software now, we most like I say before, we have one from England. We call the CoinLedger. But before I try to use it, I tested it. They still have a lot of mistakes now. But now they're getting improved, they're getting better. Another one is we call the CoinLedger. I tested. This is most effective software can do it.
CoinLedger, K-O-I-N.
CoinLedger.
Okay, I get the spelling from you after the podcast because nowadays there is a lot of software with the word coin inside. There's Coinly, there's CoinX, there's Coin. So
Yeah, they have
I
a lot.
have to get the
yeah, they were confused.
confusing. Yeah, but I need to get the correct one from you. I believe the listeners would enjoy your recommendation. So yeah. So okay. So other than that, like I also understand that you have been in the blockchain space for a few years already, since the very beginning days. Like how is this year's conference different from the previous years?
Actually, previously, most people, everybody just from like beginning, just learn. Still, even though some people doing, or even some accountants say, oh, I can do this, but actually they can't. We have one client last year. This is a big client. The shopping go to consultation with the lawyer, accountant. But after they generation their report, they know they are not satisfied. So they are not happy to engage in the service with them. And later on, they come to our associate company. So the file come to me. When I review their file, I request a lot of questions and ask them because we need a tracking, right? So the customer, they know. After I listing the questionnaire, they say, finally, they found that one person know how to do the crypto accounting.
Yeah, nice. I think making clients happy is something that we get to do as part of our day job. So okay, Ray, the other thing is I have not given you a chance to introduce yourself. Can you tell us more about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a accountant. I'm working mostly focusing on the tax in Canada almost over 20 years. So we mostly dealing with the kind like tax planning, corporation tax, personal tax, and dealing with the Canada government for the tax agency. We call the CIA. So most like now, as all the accounting firm, I have to do some have a reputation, and if some the most some complicated challenge case, and then they would like to ask me to help for consultation.
Nice. So yeah, I think aside from accounting, you also assist with audit. I'm thinking like crypto audit.
Yeah, we do have some, and then they will do the audit for the crypto. For example, some client we use the corporation non-personal investment, is corporation. But based on the Canada, if they cannot have used trading so often, and then cannot have some knowledge, so we can tweak for this for business income rather than capital gain. Because in Canada, the system, if the capital gain, you just need to 50% of your gain to taxable. Another 50% is not taxable. You can keep a pocket. But for personal, the tax rate is higher than the corporation. In Canada, the corporation, if business income, the corporation tax rate is 12.2%, the first 500,000. But if they, even though the individual, they can capital gain 50%, they still averagely need to about 25, 26% tax rate. So we use the corporation as a business income, 12.2% lower than the personal 25, 26%. So they have a more benefit. And CI have some argue. And then we need to provide it how to connect the trading or the record and convince the CI, okay, this connect the trading have so often first. And then second, they keep the holding the coin is shortly, not long term. They are not trading like a hobby. They are like a professional. So we convince the CI and then the CI later on allow.
Yeah, so I think this is a very good advice from you, reaching out to people to say, maybe you can consider reaching out to you because for tax planning, corporation might be better than individual because the effective tax rate might be lower, but that's where they have to keep certain records. So how is the CRA's requirement for crypto asset transactions in terms of record keeping and reconciliation?
For this, that's actually before the CI, some agent, they still do not have a say very fully understanding for crypto. And then first, they requested me, say, ask them to provide like a trading stock for the bank statement. But I told them the client list is a crypto. They don't have it's decentralized. It's not like a bank have a centralized, can provide the bank statement. But I told him we can provide the export like a CSV file, and then we can showing them every time the transaction, the hash address, and the day and amount, how much the in, how much it goes to the coin. So we provided all this as a proof. Yeah.
And did they accept the CSV file?
Yeah, they accept.
Wow, nice. So, thanks for sharing the various tax tips. What is some of can you give me one memorable moment, between your liaising with the CRA, whether you have saved tax for your client? Yeah, do you have one example to share with us, a story?
Oh yeah, another thing is some most of the client we can use the like client trading in 2021, 2022. Some client first they don't know they use the personal as an investment, but because in 2021, 2022, most of the client they make a very good profit. If they make a very good profit gain, they will pay the tax, personal tax rate is very high, almost 0.5%, 50% need to pay tax. But we have recommend client because they are doing this is so often they are becoming professional. We ask them need to incorporation a business. And later on we can use the CI, the duo, we call Section 85 for the rollover. We can defer the gain. The client need to report immediately the gain. They can defer and use the original cost and transfer from personal holding this crypto asset into the corporation. So we need to find one election. the special task form and telling CI how much the cost they want to defer. And then we have a designing for when they transfer, the corporation do not have money to pay back to the person. But we instead for the pay back the money, we instead for the issue the preferred share. So in the future, they can plan to take time to take the dividend. So this will lower his personal cost. Yeah.
Wow. So sounds like you save a lot of tax for the client through very interesting times. And it is rare, I've reached out to many tax experts, and
Yeah.
it's not easy to get people to share at such details, especially when crypto is involved, because crypto is very new, and also it's not common for tax strategies to be shared online. So thank you, Ray. So before we end this episode, Ray, do you have any final words which you want to say or share to the viewers?
Like I say, I believe especially this time I attending for the conference, I have realized this time most of the country, like the United States this year, 2025, they have enforced all the exchange, the platform need to report all the client have a crypto transaction when the year end need to report the US IRS. In Canada too, all the provided exchange platform, the service need to provide all the year end, all the information to the CIA. Even though they holding the wallet only the address, but the platform have to provide the customer the name, address, and birth of day. All the personal information also need to provide it too.
Yeah, so I guess the customers cannot hide anymore, and also I think globally they have a crypto asset reporting framework
You are right.
coming
You're right.
out. Yeah, even if you
Yeah.
don't
For
declare,
people,
your exchange will
yeah.
declare.
So yeah. Before people think about crypto is not showing the person name, they can hiding or something, but actually they can. We can tracking back so many years ago. Or wherever they have a transaction, the hash ID address, we also can tracking them.
And this is something that people maybe
And it's
forget about crypto. It is there forever and it cannot be changed. So
yeah.
it's on the
So
blockchain.
especially this time also have a, like I say, international for money laundering, the regulation act. So every country need to, like I say, to have a compliance to obey for this some behavior happen. So it's also, like I say, all the financial institution, accountant, professional need to open the eye to have attention for this happen.
Thank you, Ray, for your kind words, and I think they are very important. I think Chinese there's a saying, 忠言逆耳. That many people may not like it, but I think from a professional, these are facts, and we do not want the tax authorities coming over to us. And to our viewers, if you enjoy this episode, do subscribe, and see you next time.